We've all believed the same lie that you need a college degree and high GPAs to be successful in business. But the truth is, you don't even have to go to college to find success. I'm living proof. In fact, I have zero college education and I scored a 52 on the mechanical portion of the ASVAB when I graduated high school. Today, I have 10 patents to my name and a multi-million-dollar business to show for it. And while college is a good thing, credentials only tell people what you've studied, but they don't define what you can solve. I'm Will. This is Servant CEO. Let's get into it. All right, we are back. This is Customer First Business Month. This is going to be Chapter 5, Week 1. So we're breaking the book out into 11 months, 11 chapters. Put them on YouTube every Friday. So if you've been watching along, thank you for coming back. We appreciate you tuning in. The Customer First Business book is also available. I'm going to plug the book real quick here on Amazon. You can find it in ebook, paperback, also on audiobook. So if you haven't already gotten a copy, check it out there. You can also find it on servantceo.com. So, let's jump into the subject matter here. I think from the time we're very little, the world that we live in, especially here in America, people believe or are taught to believe that you must go to college if you're going to be successful. That if you don't go to college, you cannot be successful. And I want to tell you that is a lie. I think that there's some parts of truth to that, in that going to college gives you the capability to get a great job. There are certain degrees that you're going to have those degrees in order to do a certain type of work. For instance, if you want to be a doctor or if you want to be a lawyer or certain things, they just require a degree. But for a lot of people, they don't necessarily want to go to college, but they want to have a high income. They want to find success financially. And today in America, you can do that easier than ever through owning a business. And that business could specialize in something that you're really passionate about. I don't want you to think that because you don't have a college degree that you cannot be successful in business. In fact, it's just the opposite. A lot of times, the people that are running businesses are people that never went to college or maybe had C's and B's in high school, or maybe just kind of average students in high school or even in college if they went. But they end up hiring really, really, really intelligent people that got straight A's and high GPAs and college degrees, a lot of times to run certain divisions of their company. And those things have their place. But starting a business, for you, if you want to start a business, don't get mired into this thought process of you have to go to college. You have to have really high GPAs. It's not the case. Again, me, tremendously successful over the years, zero college. What I did find is that over the years, I was able to learn quite a lot from just working in different fields that I found myself in. For instance, when I got into the sales business, I learned a tremendous amount about people. I learned a tremendous amount about communication and about how to interact. I learned skills about how to deal with money and how to think about money. I learned about credit, and I learned about the way businesses operated. Just working for other businesses, I got to observe how businesses function. I think that's super important for you when you're starting your journey. If you're going to be in business for yourself, is you need to have some experience working in businesses. So maybe it's not a great idea to jump out and be in business for yourself first thing out of the gate, coming right out of high school. I think it's a good idea to go out and work for some places maybe a place that sells some things that you're passionate about. Maybe a place that just deals in things that you're super interested in, and observe. Work as hard as you can, apply yourself. Over time, you're going to develop skills and abilities that are going to be super critical to you when it comes time to run your own business. That's something that I did. I worked in sales jobs after I got out of the military, which really wasn't for me. I did okay, but military wasn't really my forte. But getting out of the military, I got into sales jobs, and I got into retail management, and got into selling automotive and selling power sports and those things, and learned a tremendous amount. And now today, doing what I'm doing, I'm using a lot of what I learned in those places to help me manage my business to remain headed in the right direction and successful. So I think that's super important for you. If you want to learn about something specific today, there's a lot of options available to you. There's online learning that's available to you. You don't necessarily have to go to college, but you can still take some classes. There's YouTube University, which I've been a big fan of. You can go on and find most anything you want to learn about on YouTube. There's AI today that gives you the ability to kind of delve in, ask questions, and get answers quickly. There's so many influencers and so many people talking about things today. You can find someone talking about what you're interested in almost immediately. You can do it from your cell phone in the comfort of your own home. So living in the 21st century, and this is 2026 making this video, it is tremendously easy to get information and to develop a skill and to begin building towards having that business that you really want to start. Uh, Again, I think that having a college degree is a good thing. If you want to go to college and get a degree, that's great. But just don't feel like you must to have a college degree in order to be successful. I think you can do whatever you want to in this world. You find a problem that needs to be solved. If you can connect that problem with the group of people that need the solution, that's all it takes. Do it well, do it with excellence, build a business around it, and do it for enough time. You'll find success. Serve people. That's at its core the most important thing. We'll get into that in a later chapter. All right, well, this has been a short segment here today, but this is really something I wanted to hit on. Super important. If you've got questions at all, comment below. I'd love to hear your questions and be glad to answer them for you. If you like what we're doing here, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Again, plug in the business. Customer First Business, you'll find it at servantceo.com. Amazon, you can find an ebook, audiobook, and also on paperback. Thank you for watching today. Thank you for tuning in. And by the way, if you like this content, check this out.